Hello and welcome to this week's Investing Report. I'm your host, Phil Pustiowski. The topic of this week is how to invest in a rapidly changing real estate environment. A lot of change going on right now, isn't there? Absolutely. A lot of things going on. Let me share with you a couple tools, a couple strategies that you can employ so that you can profit from change as opposed to fall into peril. First thing. Anytime you're in an environment of a whole lot of change, you need to have a mind of flexibility, okay? You need to have a mindset that you're not married to the outcome. Because what can happen is if you're so rigid into one line of thinking, what can happen is you can miss out on an even grander opportunity, okay? My example for that would be even a number of years ago when the market was really booming, I saw, and many other people did too, by the way, that there had to be a change. There's no way all this greed could continue. And we knew something was going to happen. And so we were preparing for that, and we saw, what eventually became this market drop. And that's where, literally, I've made all my fortune. I've made more money during the real estate bust than in the boom. So keep that in mind. So that's the first thing, is you want to be flexible. Second thing is you need to be a part of a community. Like never before, you need to be surrounded by people who are getting it done. Not just anybody, not just some local group you put together. I'm talking people who are closing deals across the country. You need to be part of a community, and if you're listening to this, some of you are part of our community. That's an example. You need to be part of a group of people because the group is the ones that are not only going to survive but thrive. But the onesie-twosies, the loners out there, they're going to have a lot more difficulty navigating these difficult and frothy waters. It's gonna be challenging if you're trying to do it all by yourself. But when you're a part of a group, you can really make a huge difference, and you can make a whole lot more money. Look, I lean on my coaches. My coaches lean on me. We as a group, we lean together on each other. Like on the movie Forrest Gump. You lean against me, I'll lean right back up against you. So we do that because what happens is, as a group, we are able to solve problems better because we all have different connections with different attorneys and title companies and the like. And so when you're banded together, great things can happen. So in a rapidly changing real estate environment, you need to be surrounded by a community. You need to be flexible. And the next thing is you need to know that there are more opportunities tomorrow than there were today. If you believe it, it'll come to fruition, okay? Do you realize that the bumblebee doesn't have the aerodynamics scientifically to fly? Did you know this? I'm sure you know this, but if you haven't, this is kind of fascinating. Bumblebees, scientifically, are not supposed to fly. They fly anyways. There you go. Why are they flying? Because I guess they got to get to the next flower and pollinate it. I don't know. Look, you've got to have this attitude that there's more opportunity tomorrow than there was today. Because if you do, you'll see those opportunities. And you know what I'm talking about. If you've ever bought a red car before, right? You buy a new car, it's red, all of a sudden you see more red cars than you've ever seen on the road. Okay? You need to be looking for new opportunities. As opposed to being fearful of change, you need to embrace it. Because when you do, great things happen. All right, so now let's specifically talk about you and your business. If you're first getting started, if you're just trying to put your foot in the water, per se, here's what I want to tell you. You need to take action, okay? You need to overcome any fears you've got, and you just dive in and take action. Because here's what other people are doing right now. They're so concerned about the change. They want to know exactly how to take advantage of it. They want to know exactly how to make money with it, that they're reading, they're going from book to seminar to training to webinar to this to that forever, and they're not doing anything. Look, the money's being made out in the marketplace, okay? So take action. If you're first getting started, take action, because you're going to see opportunities that other people would have never seen had they been standing on the sidelines. So get in the game. Second thing, if you are now kind of in I call the intermediate stage, you maybe have a deal or two in the works. Here's my advice for you. Sign up more deals. Here's why. I'm seeing it a lot right now. Look, as mentors, as coaches, we're seeing deal closings all the time, and what happens is oftentimes we see where somebody nurses one deal. Maybe they sign up a couple, but then they only really work on one and try to get that to the finish line. Get more deals in your pipeline. That way, if one deal has a momentary or has a lapse or something happens and it gets postponed, you got more coming right down the pipeline. So get more deals in your pipeline. And for you advanced folks, I want to encourage you right now, if you've got deals on the market right now, there are some out-of-the-box ideas that our students are employing right now to get more buyers to their properties. Okay, we're using some non-MLS or off the MLS ideas. They're incredible. Jump on a coaching call, ask about it. There's some great things going on right now. So if you're trying to get your deals closed, remember, you only need one buyer. And there are buyers out there. They're still everywhere. There are buyers, but you got to give them a great deal. So if your property's still in the market, drop that price a little more. Okay, the buyers are there. Look, I just bought a home. My buddy in Atlanta just bought his dream home in Buckhead. People are buying homes right now. You just got to give them a good deal. Does that make sense? Okay, now hey, I want to give a shout out to Nina Gordon. Nina Gordon, she's in San Diego, California. She's disabled, and she actually served in our armed forces, so thank you, Nina. About to close her first deal, make a little over $25,000. How about it? So congratulations, Nina, to you. And I wanted to share that story about Nina because I want to ask you this question. What's your excuse? You shouldn't have any, right? Nina has done her deal literally from an armchair, from her cell phone, and from a computer. And so can you. What is holding you back? Hopefully, after watching this investing report, you've been inspired. You realize that obviously we well recognize the changes that are going on, but that's not scaring us. It's only getting us more and more excited. And I also want to leave you with this. Look, you need to do what you love. You could tell I love what I do. You could tell I love closing deals. I love teaching others how to close deals. I want to encourage you to do what you love. This past Labor Day, I worked. I always work on Labor Day because I love my work. I love my labor, and I feel like it's a blessing, and it's almost a celebration that I get the opportunity to work. You know, there's a lot of people that don't have work right now. So I'm thankful that I have a vocation, and a vocation that I love. But do what you love, because when you do what you love, you'll want to work on Labor Day, and then your family will tell you you're a workaholic. There you go. Well, no worries. I'm going on vacation next week. So next week there won't be an investing report. I'm going to the Florida Keys, and I'm going to get some R&R. I'm going to do some fishing for some tarpon. It's going to be a blast. But look, you can live your dream, okay? Real estate can help you get there. And during this rapidly changing real estate environment, this could be the best opportunity of your lifetime if you embrace change. All right, that's enough for this week's investment report. I'm your host, Phil Pustiowski. We'll talk to you soon.